Good afternoon everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto and welcome to this video in which we'll talk about Polygon or Matic, whatever you want to call it. We'll briefly talk about some fundamentals around the ZK EVM, an amazing new scaling product coming from Polygon. We'll talk about that briefly, we'll take a look at the development as well, a little bit of an inside look. Then we'll talk about the technicals, which is obviously why most of you are here. So don't worry, we'll spend most of the time talking about that, but I think you need to have some understanding of the fundamentals as well. So Matic today is not that bullish. Volume has dropped down about 50%, but that was also because we were quite volatile at the end of last week. And it's the weekend now. Usually volume then drops down. So that's what's been happening. Matic itself is still technically very bullish. I mean, there's this trend line coming up, which I don't like that much. But altogether, it's a great visualization of that we are actually still bullish. We're still making higher lows. And there are basically two things that play into that. And that's both that there's right now a narrative around zero knowledge scaling solutions. So a narrative means that basically all cryptos or a lot of cryptos that work with that or have to do with that are bullish. And Polygon is working very hard on their new product, the ZK EVM. Great product, and as some of you might realize, it's a zero knowledge proof scaling solution. So it plays into that narrative, and apart from that, it's also just bullish for Matic itself. You can also see right here on GitHub that development is still being done. It's being updated a lot. I've seen entire blockchains that are not updated and developed like this. They're working very hard on it. It's a great project, and that's also why there's quite a lot of bullish momentum right now in Matic, even though the market might not be that bullish, right? Yeah, so if we then take a look at the technicals, you can see that we have been hit a little bit with the some market moves. There was some bad news, of course, because of the staking services being shut down with Kraken. Just in general, Bitcoin has been relatively weak. So we found resistance here at 1.33 cents. From there, we've dropped down to the support level around 1.2. And basically what we still have is, we still have this very strong, I would say, support level between 1.17 and 1.21. And it wouldn't be the end of the world if we break that. So if we are not able to hold that, but I do think, given especially the bullish momentum that Matic has, I do think that we will respect the technicals. And right now the technicals are 100% bullish. You can see that we have been making higher highs. This trend line, as I said, is not the greatest. But there's this major support level, for example, around 1.18, 1.19 with the trend line, 100 EMA and the key level. And I think that's enough to actually continue this bullish momentum up towards 1.33 again. And right now, I also think that the most likely scenario is that at some point, probably next week, we'll be able to break above 1.33, which has also the 2.618 FIB there. And I think we'll be able to get to the next 3.618 FIB, around 1.44 to be precise. It's basically the top of this level between 1.4 and 1.44. It's our next resistance level. It's also my price target. And I think we can get there. And that's a mix of fundamentals and technicals that I use to reason that idea and that thought. One thing that you have to keep in mind though, and I'll definitely keep you updated on that, is that next week Tuesday we'll have inflation rate numbers for the US coming out. It's going to make the market move a lot, and that could either destroy this idea and this bullish momentum, or it could help it, and we could reach 1.44 very easily. That's next week Tuesday. I will be back with a full video on that. Maybe not specifically for Matic, but definitely keep your eyes open for that video on the inflation rate and all the possible scenarios after the outcome of that. So for now, this is my take on Matic for this weekend and beginning of next week. If you do have any questions, if you want to discuss anything, let me know. But for now, take care and bye.